Hi there, this is Christy Gammon, Wellness Advocate with doTERRA Essential Oils and Team Leader of Team Share and Shine. Thanks so much for tuning in for this essential support video. Today we're talking about language or lingo. No matter what job or company you're with, maybe it's a field of study or community that you join, they're typically going to have their own language or lingo. If you're brand new to doTERRA, we are no different. And some of the letter combinations and words that we use from time to time may sound like a foreign language to you. Others of you may have been around for a while. Maybe you just want to brush up, or if you're training leaders for the first time, you want to make sure you're clear on some key terms, then this video should have a little something for all of you. I'm going to share my screen. I've worked on a little PowerPoint to guide us based on a really cool blog post that doTERRA did. And I'm going to post a link to the full blog post in the comments below after we finish up here. That way you can access all. If I went through every single term that they listed in the blog post article, we'd probably be here for an hour, and my intention for these posts is to just spend about 5 to 7 minutes with you, hitting some key points for you to take with you on your way today, and just give your business a little bit of a boost. So without further ado, let's jump in and talk a little bit about doTERRA lingo, hitting some of the definitions that I thought would be most helpful to you. And the very first one is enroller. Enroller is a designation that entitles a wellness advocate to qualify for ranks and fast start bonuses in the compensation plan. Now, certainly, the difference between an enroller and then you'll see mentioned a sponsor becomes important when you start talking about the compensation plan. And that's something we'll go over in more detail in a different training video. But for the purposes of today, I just want you to be able to understand the difference between the enroller and the sponsor. The enroller is the person who actually sits down. Maybe I'm the enroller and you are my new member. So maybe we've just gone through a one-on-one appointment or a class. You liked what I had to say and you've decided to enroll. So we're going out to my website together and we're going to enroll you. So I'm becoming your enroller. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, as your enroller, then I have the option of maintaining you on my top line, in which case I become your sponsor, or selecting someone on my team to become your sponsor. And so let's flip to the next definition. Sponsor is a wellness advocate who has another wellness advocate placed directly underneath him or her. So it's possible for the enroller and the sponsor to be the same person, but let's just keep with our example. In my case, I already have plenty of people on my top line. So when I enroll someone, I'm looking for that person in my organization who would be a great sponsor for my new enrollment. I don't want any more people on my top line that's not going to benefit me. And so I'm looking for a spot where this new person's volume is going to benefit everyone. And hopefully, if the two people don't know each other already, sometimes that's the case, sometimes it's not, then I'm looking for something they have in common. Do they have a common interest or a side job? Are they both stay-at-home moms? Maybe they're both licensed massage therapists or chiropractors. So those are some of the things that I'll look for to try and make a connection so that it's a logical fit, not just based on numbers and volume, but also the relationship that's going to result when I place someone under someone else. And then I would make that introduction and get those people moving. Certainly I would still, as the enroller, and I have a personal relationship with the person I've enrolled, I'm going to stay involved to whatever extent is necessary. But if that leader is really off and running and has a good thing going, then they might really take on that sponsorship in terms of mentoring. And then that leads us to just one more point. And again, this will get a little more into strategy. We can talk about that more in another video. But it might come a time where it makes sense for everybody for the enrollment to actually be gifted to that sponsor. If it helps the sponsor rank advance in the original enroller rank advance, then it might make sense to gift the enrollment. Hopefully that didn't just make your head explode. If you have specific questions about any of the definitions, we can always meet one-on-one and answer your questions. Sometimes looking at your back office, or if you don't have anyone under you yet, looking at my back office and talking about the graphic tree, looking at the graphic tree and using real people's names and situations, sometimes that can make the words and situations come to life for you and just help you better understand them. So keep that in mind. Let's go over just a few points about ordering. This is AS, or Autoship, which is a little bit unfair. There are only probably a handful of us who have been in the company since its inception who remember before we had loyalty rewards. In our minds, that's the new program. We only had Autoship when the company first began. Loyalty rewards, and we'll talk about that in more detail in a slide or two. It's our new program as far as we're concerned. So Autoship, if you're seeing AS next to your loyalty reward order, if you look in your back office invoices and it has that little code AS by it, that's okay. That's what you want to see. That confirms for you that your order is a loyalty rewards order. You've placed it correctly and you're going to be getting the benefits of that loyalty rewards program. IO would be an internet order. This would be something that could be either loyalty rewards or standard, but placed online. And so you're going to get some of the benefits of an online order. And again, online ordering is a newer component. We didn't always have that. A lot of times you called in your order. You actually called in customer service and placed your order. That was the only way that we had to cash in points back in the day. So probably very few people still call in their order. That is possible. But an internet order would refer to anyone that's placed online. And so the Loyalty Rewards Program, or LRP, that is doTERRA's exclusive monthly reward program. So if you're trying to think, how would I sum this up to explain it to people? Because there is a lot involved. There are many benefits to it. I just use the word free. You're getting free product credits you can use toward free product. You can use the term free points if you prefer. But just in the back of your mind, if you're thinking loyalty rewards program, it's all about getting free stuff. So there's a little more language there. You have the opportunity to earn up to an additional 30% of your monthly purchases in credit. And then let me flip. You also have the opportunity to earn the product of the month. So if your order is at 125 PV or more and placed by the 15th of the month as part of the LRP, then you earn the product of the month. You have that opportunity every month. And then usually about quarterly, doTERRA gives the opportunity to spend in an order 200 PV or more, and then you can earn a bonus product. And so during those months, for instance, right now it happens to be December. And so if you place a 200-point order before December 31st, you also receive a free 15 milliliter frankincense. So in the month of December, if I place a 200 PV order before the 15th, I not only qualify for the product of the month, but also that free frankincense, which is really cool. So again, just more focus on the free stuff you can earn if you're participating in the LRP. And then you see there PV, that's what we're going to talk about next. PV stands for personal volume. And you're going to see this in a couple places in your back office. First, you're going to see it next to every product that you can purchase. And a lot of times it's a 1-to-1 ratio. For example, with any essential oil, if the dollar amount, for instance, is 25, then the PV will also be 25. There are some products like diffusers, the hand sanitizer, or breathe stick. Those products are not going to be a 1-to-1 ratio. So you'll see a slight difference between the dollar amount and the personal volume. The other place where PV will show up is then on your total personal order for the month. They're going to add the PV for each individual product in your order to get a total personal volume for your order for that month. And then that combines with the personal volume of everyone else below you on your team to make up the OV, or organizational volume. And organizational volume becomes very important when you're qualifying for bonuses and rank advancements. And just a little preview to another one of our training videos. We're going to talk about each of those rank advancements and what's required of you to hit them in terms of number of enrollments and volumes that you need to hit so that you can plan and strategize. And that brings us to the end. I sure hope this was helpful for you. As I mentioned, let me know if you have any specific questions that have come up. Feel free to watch this as many times as you need to. Pause on the screen, screenshot the definitions if there's something you're really trying to get down, and just let me know what questions you have. Again, I'm going to post in the comments the link to the full blog post where doTERRA goes into a handful of additional terms that might be helpful to you as well. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time on Essential Support.